Good day everyone, my name is Gokool and I will be presenting on behalf of my co-author and myself on Manufacturing Engineering Education in Trinidad and Tobago, Review and Future Research Agenda. As my previous presentation touched on, the pace of advancements in manufacturing has drastically overtaken the progress of teaching and learning methods and curricular content used in higher learning. And as a result of this, we need new approaches, contents, and frameworks to meet the requirements of industry. Locally, in Trinidad and Tobago, we are charged with the elusive task of diversifying our economy amid global economic fallouts. Currently, our manufacturing sector contributes about 18.3% of GDP compared to the 33.7% contribution of the energy sector. Innovation of the manufacturing sector will increase the GDP contribution potential and stabilize the economy. Moreover, there is a lack of skilled personnel in the local manufacturing sector. This study provides an overview of manufacturing engineering education in Trinidad and Tobago by discussing the programs offered by our two primary universities and some of the relevant policies, briefly introducing a new concept of STEM education, where manufacturing and entrepreneurship are given as much focus as science, technology, engineering, and maths, then proposes a research agenda to provide the groundwork for the redesign of manufacturing education to reap real economic benefits. Undergraduate Studies. The UTT offers a BA-SC in Manufacturing and Design Engineering. The UE does not offer an undergraduate degree in manufacturing engineering specifically, but includes manufacturing engineering in its BSc Mechanical Engineering program. Courses combine face-to-face lectures with tutorials, laboratories, and in-course projects where appropriate. There has been criticism that graduates from these programs are not properly equipped to enter industry and solve the present challenges. Graduate Studies. UE offers an MSc Manufacturing Engineering and Management program that is 18 months full-time with core topics of computer integrated manufacture, advanced CAD/CAM, research methods, technology and product development, and production planning and control. Electives focus on quality management, robotics, and system simulation. UTT offers the MSc Innovation, Manufacturing Management, and Entrepreneurship, and the MSc Innovative Design and Entrepreneurship, which are both 18 months part-time, and course themes include strategy, marketing, entrepreneurship, human resource management, operations management, and product and process design. Teaching and research staff. Categories of teaching staff in Trinidad and Tobago higher education institutions are largely varied. Long-term teaching staff include lecturer, senior lecturer, and professor. Other categories include teaching assistant, instructor, and part-time lecturer, most of which are graduate research students. Demonstrators assist with the conducting of laboratory and practical work and are normally industry professionals or graduate students. The UE also employs development engineers to assist with both the teaching of courses and industry outreach. Industrial collaboration. Most undergraduate and graduate degree programs do not include obligatory industrial internships, though it is encouraged. However, this should be a formal part of manufacturing engineering programs as it adds practicality and not mere university-based learning. Funding is mainly government, as industry and charitable support is severely lacking. There is also no regional body to provide research funding and support. The two main universities in Trinidad and Tobago have founded research centers to provide research and consultancy services to the industry. The UE established the Mechanical and Manufacturing Enterprise Research Center, and the UTT formed the Design and Innovation Group. Policies. According to Hackett, the TT education system could become stagnant if educational policies are not driven by research and the assessment of local economic needs. According to UNICEF, our educational policies lack monitoring and evaluation frameworks for strategies to be assessed. So yes, there may be plans and strategies, but no solid way to evaluate if these are indeed working out as planned. There was also an attempt at a regional policy framework for science, technology, and innovation in 2007, but that has since gone dormant. The most recent education policy paper indicated the collection and analysis of labor market data is an urgent requirement, as such data is critical to the relevance and responsiveness of the current higher education curricula. It also offers strategies to produce a highly skilled workforce, such as blended learning, entrepreneurial training, work-based program components, linkages with industry partners, and labor market data collection for policy development. It also stressed the inadequacy of our research efforts. The policy envisions a higher education sector that turns knowledge into economic gain. It also proposed an increase in collaborative arrangements and research facilities. Moving on to STEM and STEM, both pronounced the same, but the latter includes a silent but important ME component, which will be later explained. So, as most may know, STEM, which stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, aims to create a foundation in knowledge, understanding, and problem solving. In Trinidad and Tobago, the Ministry of Education and organizations such as NIHRS have been trying to promote STEM. Thus far, we have not seen much of an economic impact of STEM promotion. Our students merely enter STEM fields to replace workers, which does little to drive true economic growth. There have been many variations of STEM that have been proposed, most notably STEAM, which adds the arts. The variation that is being proposed is STEM, which adds manufacturing and entrepreneurship. Engineering is already typically a combination of science, technology, and maths, but adding manufacturing and entrepreneurship will allow for novel solutions to be created through STEM and brought to market through ME, which focuses on building, manufacturing, marketing, and business creation. Therefore, new small and micro businesses and research centers can be formed to support industry and drive economic growth and strengthen the local manufacturing sector towards genuine diversification. On to our research agenda. The challenges faced in developing the manufacturing engineering curriculum need to be addressed for TT to truly diversify its economy through manufacturing innovation. Proposed research aims at providing a foundation framework for the development of manufacturing education in Trinidad and Tobago in line with industry needs and global standards. The basic research methodology is shown here. Firstly, a literature review will be conducted on related topics. Next, the current state of the local manufacturing industry and education programs will be investigated. Finally, these will be used to develop the manufacturing curricular design inclusive of entrepreneurship through guidelines and assessment frameworks, which will be validated using actual courses and programs. The research population is shown here and consists of the relevant stakeholders such as industry, which includes both companies and solo professionals, academics, in-person students, the government, and professional accreditation bodies. Highlighting some approaches from the literature, Chrysolorus performed major surveys of industry requirements and the manufacturing curricula of leading universities to boost Europe's manufacturing education. Jack undertook annual evaluations of the state of manufacturing education in the United States of America by surveying educators, professionals, and students. However, most authors only did surveys without applying any of their findings to actual courses or programs and determining the outcomes, which is what will be done in this proposed research. Some concluding remarks. This study provided a brief overview of manufacturing engineering education in higher education institutions in Trinidad and Tobago and established a basis for future research. There is a need to investigate the needs of the local economy to redevelop the curriculum, produce a highly skilled workforce, and drive research and innovation as outlined by the policies. STEM, manufacturing supported by entrepreneurship education, will drive the creation of small and micro enterprises. Moreover, input from stakeholders involved in manufacturing engineering education is needed for the development of policy guidelines and assessment frameworks, as this will enable higher education institutions to respond to local industry needs. Here is the list of references used. Thank you for your time. Questions and any other feedback can be emailed to trishelgokool@yahoo.com. I will try to respond as quickly as I can.